Oh, I've been thinking a lot lately about how one of the aspects of right-wing thought at this time that just makes me so heartsick and frustrated and angry is how they won't accept that anyone they disagree with actually has a different idea about what the facts are. They have to believe that we see the facts exactly the same as they do and are just choosing to be pure evil. Every time I try to talk to a right-winger and try to get us onto, a place of some degree of being able to conciliatory, I try to do it by getting to the heart of the matter and saying, hey, you and I have different media diets. You and I have a different understanding of what the facts are. And that seems like it should be such a simple thing to start with, something that they should be able to agree on. Then we can go from there and be like, why do you believe the facts that you do? Where are you getting your information, and why do you trust those sources? But as soon as I bring this up, it goes nowhere except for them escalating their rage towards me, escalating their hate towards me, pointing at me and calling me a liar and reiterating this stuff about, you want this, you're that, you're going to do this, you're trying to do this, you're trying to destroy us and all of that. You can't get anywhere with this line. Now, the discourse on transgender people is a really great example of this. They won't hear us and they won't believe us when we tell them that our perception of reality is that being trans is inherent, it is unchangeable, and it is something you're born with. It just happens, and it's going to happen whatever your ideology is. Your ideology will just determine how you respond to what's happening. It's a real thing, a real phenomenon. And during the gay rights debates, gay and lesbian rights debates of the 90s and early 2000s, this was the same conversation we were having. And at that point, the right was willing to actually have that conversation. They were actually willing to argue, no, it's a choice and this and that. But the very fact that they were willing to acknowledge this difference in perspective made a really big difference. It really limited them a lot in how much they were able to get across these ideas that queer people are always recruiting and trying to go after your children. And of course you can see the usefulness of it. If they refuse to accept that trans people see transness as inherent, they can't recognize that we have no damn reason to want to have anything to do with any children except to say okay, yeah, that's already there. Treat them with some fucking compassion and help them, because we know what that's like. Another recent example was I was trying to explain to this guy that in spite of all of the recent fear-mongering about Antifa anarchists, I don't know a single fellow anarchist who is interested in overthrowing the government, because we can see that the government is taking itself apart at a really quick rate, and our job in this, as we see it, is to try to help communities prefigure new governing structures and new ways of taking care of themselves so that they can survive the inevitable collapse that capitalists are doing to themselves. And this guy just would not accept that I could see Donald Trump and his government as an agent of instability. He would only believe that I, like him, see Donald Trump as this great bringer of structure and stability and justice and all of this, and I'm just choosing to be evil because I hate all of those things. Let's be clear. This kind of thinking, this kind of refusal to think and refusal to engage and refusal to ask questions about why people do what they do, why their perspective is different from yours, is how you make peaceful neighbors into deadly enemies. And it needs to stop.